Hey, how you doing? Welcome to the first episode of my video blog. This is something that I've had in mind for a while. I just never really, found the motivation to actually get the idea started. There are just many things when I'm filming my videos that I feel like sharing, extra things that I would like to say, to talk about, maybe things that are more in general, not so much related to the game I'm reviewing, but just about my experiences in gaming or concepts in gaming, general things about gaming. And I usually don't feel like having those general discussions in my reviews because maybe you're watching the review because you want to know whether to buy the game or not, and you're not all that interested in hearing me talking about, say, my favorite types of enemy zones of control, and so that becomes a distraction for you. On the other hand, maybe you do want to have those topics, you do want to know about those, but you do not know that the discussion about that topic is to be found in the review for game XYZ. So I thought maybe you can just make videos in a separate way, or better, a separate series of videos bi-weekly more or so, in which I talk about all the things that I do not have the time to talk about in my reviews. This is an introductory episode. I do not have a real plan of what to do here, but I think I'll just give you a little bit of an introduction of what this video blog can be. But I also want to hear feedback. Please feel free to leave feedback to this video anywhere you're seeing it. If you're watching this video on YouTube or on Board Game Geek or on 2D6, just leave your comment. I'll try to read all the comments that are left around the spectrum and to get a sense of what the general consensus is. Please feel free to suggest topics that you would like me to cover, things that you think could be beneficial, or simply that you would be interested in seeing in my video blog. So, some main points, some things that I would like to do in future episodes. I think that most likely there will be a section in all or most episodes in which I give you a quick recap of some of my recent significant experiences in gaming, games that are particularly good, particularly fascinating, or particularly disappointing to play. Maybe just really a little recap of material that then you can also find in my video reviews in a more detailed form. Talk about more general topics. Again, there may be one main topic, two main topics. That entirely depends on the topic of the episode, on the main theme that I want to discuss. Maybe you would like me to discuss. And then most likely I will have a section about previews. That is, previewing the games that I intend to play. Things that I have in mind to play in the near future, before the next update. And of course, this is not the contract that I'm signing. If I show you some games and I tell you, well, I think I'm going to play this, it just means that it is likely that I will play that game. Maybe then another game will come in and I will start drooling about it and I can't resist. I will put it into my schedule of gaming, or something else will happen. But generally speaking, I usually have a good idea of the next 2 or 3 games that I want to play and review, and I think I'll talk about that. Just to give you an example, because otherwise this video really feels a little abstract, what are the games that I'm going to play in the next 2 weeks, say? Well, first of all, starting possibly from tonight, Gettysburg Badges of Courage by Columbia Games. This is their game for the Battle of Gettysburg. This is my way of commemorating the 150th anniversary of the Battle of Gettysburg. I think I will play, if I can, a campaign game before the anniversary starts, and then maybe for each day of the battle during the anniversary I will play a scenario based on that day of the battle. Something like this. But I want this to be the game that I will play during those days, during these days, to help me remember, to help me think about this pivotal battle of the American Civil War, really. But it has taken such a huge significance in popular culture, in general culture, that really is simply a culturally significant battle for the modern Western world, at least. Then, another game that I'm really, really interested in trying, I got in the mail 2 days ago, is by Academy Games, and this is 1775, The American Rebellion. This is the sequel of 1812. It happens earlier, but it is the sequel technically, or I would say mechanically. There's a game based on Academy's 1812, a game that I enjoyed very, very much when it came out last year and a half ago, something like that. It was a game that was beautiful, that had very clever mechanics, incredibly simple, incredibly economic, but with a ton of challenges, a ton of interesting elements to portray the War of 1812. I'm really excited to see how that system now is applied to the American Revolution. The American Revolution, I said American Rebellion earlier, didn't I? 1775, the American Revolution. And then, again, in my pile of games to play soon, Hungarian Nightmare. A magazine game. Sometimes people tell me there aren't enough video reviews about magazine games. What can I say? I agree, and when I can, I make one. Hungarian Nightmare, a game that was published with Against the Odds a couple of issues ago, and it is about winter fighting in Budapest in 1944, Soviets versus the Axis. I'm very interested in urban fighting. I find it to be a fascinating setting for combat, for warfare, so this is something that I look forward to playing. Actually, as we're talking about Hungarian Nightmare, I want to show you the map for the game because I will use that as the starting point for making my next point. This is a detail from the map of Hungarian Nightmare. Look at it! Look how good it looks. It is a map. It really looks like a map, like a real geographic map. So thematic. Just the map itself makes me want to play this game and already makes me excited, makes me feel or hope that the game will be intensely historical, flavorful, and thematic. But this is not the reason why I'm showing you the maps up close. The reason why I'm doing that is actually because the map looks so good. I wanted to show that to you. But in reality, I want to show you the wall that the map is on to talk about the next main point of this video. As you can see, the map is on a vertical sheet of metal that covers pretty much a full wall of my home office. This is a great present that my wife gave me for Father's Day this year. I'm really, really happy. This is the ultimate present for our gaming dad. And thanks to this, now I'm able to easily play large games vertically, that is, to easily play large games and also long games that I can leave set up on the wall for a while. Several really nice people helped me enlarge my collection of magnetic counter holders that now I can use to play large games. And finally, I have the possibility of playing monster games. And well, there are several such monster games that I have in mind. I do not know where to start yet, which one to set up first. But what I wanted to tell you is that in case of games that really take a long time to play and they take so much that I may have several video blog updates before a game is over, well, I will use probably part of the update to also give a little bit of a gaming progress report to tell you what the situation is, where the game is going, and things like that. Okay, I do want to play a monster game on that beautiful sheet of metal, but I cannot choose which one between two monster games that I acquired recently. The two games are 3 Days of Gettysburg, published by GMT, and the other one is The Battle for Normandy, again by GMT. 3 Days of Gettysburg is a classic on the American Civil War. Battle for Normandy is a much more recent design, but it is one of the largest, if not the largest, treatment of the Normandy campaign in World War II. So, both games fascinate me, both games I cannot wait to play, but of course these two games are pretty long. If I play one, it's going to be a long time before I play the other one. I cannot choose, so I will leave it to you. I will leave it to the crowd, to the people. vote, cast your ballot, leave a comment in which you choose one of the two games, and that will be the game that I will play first, that I will video review first, even though do not hold your breath because these are lengthy games. It will be a while before I played enough of the games to feel comfortable publishing a review about them, but make your selection. And this is one of the ways that I want to have in my videos to actually keep you, my viewers, more engaged, to have a more interactive way of discussing things, for you to contribute to my videos. How so? Because in all or most of my video blogs, as the topics allow, I will ask you to vote on things, topics, issues, possible topics for discussion. Just like here, I've asked you to choose between two games, and the game that will get the most votes will get to be played next. I'm asking you things about topics. You say, next episode could be about A, B, or C, choose one. Or maybe, I would like to play a game about a certain historical conflict. Suggest games that have to do with that, and then I will play and review the one that received the most votes. Yes, I want this to be democratic to an extent. That is, in all or most of my videos, I will have opportunities for you to vote on the content of my future reviews and or my future video blogs. Actually, there's a second task for you today attached to this video blog, which is, well, to help me find new topics for the next episodes. Yes, just leave your comment wherever it is that you're watching this video and tell me what is the topic or what are the topics that you would like me to treat in my next video blogs. It can be something about game designing in general, my experience with gaming culture, gaming people, things that I love or that enrage me about gaming. It can be games, mechanics, periods, pretty much anything. And when a certain consensus emerges, when there is a topic that interests the majority of the voters, of those who leave their feedback, well, I will concentrate on that. So even here for my video blog, I would really like you to take an active role and, well, to help me find the topics that may interest you the most, and then I will design my video blogs, at least the next couple of episodes, around your initial input, and then we'll see where we go from there. Because I don't have a clear formula in mind. I do not want to have too strict of a formula, otherwise then I start feeling constricted and claustrophobic, and I become unhappy and things like that. I want to keep things fluid. If there's a certain pattern that is fun to follow and people enjoy, then we will have fun with that pattern for a while, for as long as it is fun. Then we can change, evolve, devolve, who knows. In any case, I think this is all for today. Thank you for watching the first episode, the introductory episode of my video blog. I'll see you next time, or possibly even before then, in my video reviews, if of course you're kind enough to watch them. Until then, happy gaming.